All right, welcome back to Twintero. I'm David.
And I'm Gary.
And now we have to re-record our Sunday video.
Yeah, we had a great video that was all set to go on Sunday.
The Trump ambulances thing, and then Gary had to go find a story saying that the UN secretary met with Trump on Saturday, thus kind of killing the whole point of the video from...
Well, he met with him on Friday, but the point's the same.
Met on Friday, announced on Saturday.
Yeah. So we had this wonderful video about...
Which is today.
Yeah, which was, what was going on and all the happenings going on. It's not that, some of the video is probably still very salvageable, but we don't have editing skills. So some of the speculation is clearly not appropriate.
The speculation was, did he get whisked off to a hospital and what's going on with it? Well, now we're going to have to redo it.
Yeah. Because we're not going to go out there and spread misinformation.
If we can avoid it.
Yeah, if we're wrong, we're wrong. But we're not going to purposely be wrong just so we can get some likes and subscribes.
Yeah.
That's not really how we roll on this channel.
Okay, so let's start it over. Let's look at the ambulance event. Was this just a drill as explained by... Okay, so background.
Yeah.
Real quick. On Thursday, pool of reporters noticed 2 ambulances filled with Secret Service leaving Mar A Lago. There was speculation like, why would that be happening? Is there a health event with the president or the vice president? And the vice president allegedly was in Washington at the time, so that would leave Trump. The Secret Service came out and said, hey, it was just a drill. We have ambulances follow the motorcades, and this was just ambulances following the Vance motorcade, and it was a drill. Thing is, you hadn't really heard anything from Donald Trump the last few days. This is the first news article we came across where the Secretary General of the UN said he met with Trump on Friday, a day after the ambulances, and discussed with him policies and such. And that got announced today, Saturday, as we record this.
Yeah. So, and part of what we were looking at was Dave pulled up Truth Social to see if there had been any activity that could be directly tied to Trump.
And there really hasn't been.
No, we went through 2 days of Truth Social posts, and none of them were in all caps. So he wasn't posting, right?
And I looked on Google and did Donald Trump news, and it was all just opinion pieces. There was really nothing that would say, I was in a room with him and talked with him, or him out there saying, blah, 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 I hate brown people. But this story seems to indicate that at least as of Friday, which would be a day after the ambulances, he was back at Mar A Lago.
Right.
That doesn't mean he didn't leave on Thursday. It was brought back, but that's what we have there. So let's go look at the energy again around the ambulances hitting Mar A Lago.
Yeah.
Is this just a drill, as a Secret Service spokesman said, or is this... You're not even ready to go, so I'm going to throw on it. Energy around this. Queen of Pentacles, taking care of health, taking care of things. It could be a drill, practice. Perfect practice makes perfect. Cross with the Ten of Swords, bringing things to an end. Just death by 1,000 cuts type of thing.
It could be he was having some sort of health issues that...
There's something that they're not telling us. And this could be a health issue. This could be something happened with his health. I'm not discounting that Trump was in that ambulance. But it may not have been something so severe that...
clearly it wasn't severe enough to keep him in the hospital overnight.
And nor did the head of the UN say how lucid Trump was when they discussed these sort of things. Okay, so you've got that. There could still be a health thing that's going on with this. In the past, you got the Page of Cups... QAnon craziness, doing things that are unusual, your magic elixir. 8 of Cups would be the current situation. Emotional breakdown. There's a bunch of emotion cards here. Is Trump having emotional breakdown? Emotional leaving? Something's leaving. Overarching energy is the concept of a plan. Page of Swords. Wheel of Fortune. Hillbilly Brawl card. 5 of Wands. What's going on with this? Something that was happening, whether it was a drill or an actual health event, is very possible. With Trump, he's never honest about his health. So when he leaves for no explained reason, especially with the secret around it, it's going to lead to speculation. There could be somebody, an insider, who leaks some information about what's going on or has been an ongoing problem. And again, Donald Trump could have had a nervous breakdown. He could have had something like a mini stroke. Swords are about intelligence, going off the page. It could be a mini stroke, something that's been going on, and when it happened, there was a bunch of panic. They didn't know what to do. I'm not saying no that there was there. I'm still thinking that there could very well be a health threat. Now, if you want to just take this and say, oh, that's a bunch of garbage, read it like it was an event. Oh, fine. We're going to practice in case there's an assassination attempt. You know, you never know what people are going to do. We have to be able to make sure we get him away from a dangerous situation. You've got to practice for the unknown. You don't know what's going to do. Practice, practice, practice. Because the reason why you practice is in the heat of the moment, there's turmoil. And if you're drilled on something, you can do the task in the turmoil.
Yeah, I think what I know Dave's put
no way, you're not going to see my cards.
I think because in the past he acted foolishly when there was an event, and
oh yeah, fight.
Yeah, and they needed to kind of come up with a strategy on how you're going to handle someone. Oops, I guess I can pull it up now. How are you going to handle someone that isn't acting in a predictable way that you would expect someone who just almost had his ear winged off to act. So this could have been more of a situation where they had someone acting foolishly, and how do you handle that situation in an emergency? I guess.
Entirely possible. I would believe if he had some type of health event and they got him out of there and everything's fine to the point where he's back at Mar A Lago meeting with people.
Yeah, like they said, they didn't say what kind of condition he was in.
Yeah. And that moon card, Trump is always secretive about his health. Mm-hmm. Just like every freaking dictator in this world. They cannot let you know if they're not healthy, because if you're sick or weak, the vultures and the sharks move in for the kill.
Okay, so was there a real health event there? For entertainment purposes only. Was there a real health event? Okay. Well, whatever was happening, Trump wasn't happy about it.
No, not news that he wanted to hear.
No. Challenge cross with a star, because this could have been more of a mental health as opposed to a physical health. I think he's starting to get confused, and it's the challenge is he wants to be the star. He wants to be back in the presidential chair. He wants to be in the executive office, in the Oval Office, running things.
Golfing. He doesn't run a damn thing. Let's get that really, really clear. That guy didn't do a day of work in the White House. He delegated everything, and he played golf and watched television.
He had a lot of personal time.
Yeah, it's true.
Underneath it, the energy we're not seeing is the Ten of Swords. Yeah, it could be. It's something coming to an end.
Right.
It could be his mental health is really struggling here. That whether it's a stroke or whether he's got dementia, and it's he's not liking the situation that he's currently in. This doesn't seem like I'm unhappy I have to do a drill because I'm a star and I want this all to end. That doesn't seem to flow with me here. High Priestess in the past, keeping secrets. If you ask the doctors the right questions, you'll get the right answers. But Trump basically controls anything that comes out from his doctors. Yep. He's healthy as a 20-year-old. He'll live to be 200. But I think there's secrets out there that he doesn't want people to know. Go figure, right? Because he's so transparent. There's the Page of Cups. I've gotten 2-year cards now. So Page of Cups, he acts foolishly. Now, once again, the ambulances could be there as part of a drill because he acts foolishly in times when he should be sensible. But it could also be his mind is going and he's starting to get loonier and loonier.
Cuckoo for Cuckoo Puffs. Cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs.
Yes.
Easy for me to say.
Overarching energy is the Six of Cups, which again is kind of that living in the past, kind of reminiscing, if you will, back when America was great again in the looks like about the 17th century. Yeah, his best cognitive days are behind him, and he's regressing more to a younger and younger age. So I'm thinking if there's something happened, it was something mentally happened. Lesson to be learned: Five of Pentacles, taking care of things of value like health and wealth. If you do not take care of your health, you are going to be out in the cold. This could be his health, his mental health, walking away from him, limping away from him in the snow. Outcome: Knight of Pentacles. Right now he's fine, but they're keeping an eye on him. They're keeping an eye on his health. It's something they're sitting back and they're looking at it. So, was it a drill? It might not have been quite as drilly as they say it is.
Yeah, it could be both. It could be a drill, and he could have had a health event, and they call it a drill as they pull him out of there.
Yeah,
he could have been babbling incoherently and saying weird stuff.
Like the election was stolen, and and Kamala Harris can't put two coherent sentences together.
Well, it's kind of like when somebody, so like for instance, if you have a stroke, you might start babbling, thinking that you're talking and you're babbling, and what you're saying isn't making any sense whatsoever, and then you could just see everybody looking around. Oh crap, we got to get him out of here, and get him over there, and then. They get there, maybe again one of those mini ischemic attacks, and now he's recovered from that, at least enough to allegedly meet with the secretary. I'm going to be really pissed if that secretary of NATO was lying to us. It was a half an hour ball buster of a video with poisonings and stuff like that in there. It was great.
Dave was doing his best Melania.
Melania giving Donald a poison cup.
Oh, you are going to see part of that because since we record all these videos today, some of the videos we had that came afterwards, Dave is referencing back to the Melania.
Your Donald drink cup, like it.
Exactly. So if you see that, understand we're basing it on the original video where
it was in literally had like the Nida cup. Here's somebody handing him a cup. Here, drink this. Oh, jeez. No, you mess with Melania one time too many. Yeah, she's gonna give you the Slovenia slush.
Yeah, it was a good video. It's a shame that we had to take it down, but I think
despite the entertainment purposes only.
Yeah, if we could have just totally revamped the titling and editing to be complete entertainment, don't pay any attention to the two guys throwing cards as being any serious results from it.
Nah, whatever.
Yeah.
All right, not much else on this one.
I think we've kind of pumped that well pretty dry.
Well, just keep an eye on Trump. Keep an eye on his health. He's not well, and it would be nice. It would be nice if he reached a point where he could not
ascend to the Iron Throne.
Ascend to that because of health reasons. It would make things a lot easier in the United States to investigate this election.
Yeah, that was kind of one of the conclusions David had kind of come down the path with is if Trump was unable to ascend to the office of president, be inaugurated, and that it was going to become J.D. Vance.
And the Democrats had found evidence of tampering to the point where it could have impacted the elections. MAGA isn't going to go to the mat and burn cars and commit felonies for J.D. Vance.
No. So if
they won't be happy, but not to the point of violence. The temperature goes from here down to here.
Yeah.
With that.
Yeah. So if Biden had election fraud, proof of election fraud, and J.D. Vance was the one that was going to be prevented from being president, the Heritage Foundation would be upset. Some people would be upset, But like Dave said, MAGA wouldn't be like
Yeah,
going
MAGA
to the
wouldn't
MAGA.
care. They only care about Donald Trump because
Yeah.
it's a cult.
Exactly.
All right, thank you for watching this video and supporting our channel. We appreciate it.
Absolutely. Give us a thumbs up if you like this. Subscribe if you want to be woken up at midnight every day with our latest and greatest video. But sometimes they're accurate, sometimes they're not. Sometimes we delete them before they become not accurate.
Such good work too. All right, you're gonna share a secret card.
Yes, and we offer one thing that no other Twin Tarot channel offers.
It's a secret
Card. So today's secret card is the Chariot.
The Trump train rolls on.
Yes, indeed.
The ambulances roll on.
The ambulances were on their way. So thank you so much, folks. Have a great day.
Take care.
Bye.